I am live. Hey guys, it's Nikki. What is up? I got a big old mess going on here. Y'all could just see. I've been doing curriculum reviews for a minute and it's stuff everywhere. Right down here. Okay. All right. So I was recording on my camera and my battery died. And of course I didn't have the other battery charged. So I am on my laptop. I'm like, look, let me just live stream this, just talk to y'all so y'all can know what's going on. And then that saves me from editing the video. So I'm going to start all over for fourth grade. So if you're joining, this live is what worked for us and baby, what didn't work for us for fourth grade for the 2018-2019 school year. So let's get started. I need some to move around here. I got stuff everywhere. All right, so real quick, my youngest son Mo came in here and I said, hey, let's do some read alouds in here. So he gets in here, I close the door, I sit down next to him, we get all, comfy with the comforter. Oh my God, y'all, this comforter right here. Ooh, I know I'm getting off topic. But y'all need to get to Amazon and get this throw. Oh my God, it's so comfy. This says we're going to read 100 books in a year, all cuddled up. This thing is so comfy, but I'm hot right now, so let me move this over here. So anyway, he's sitting. Oh, well, that was a big fail. Lord have mercy. All right. So he comes in, he's all comfy on the couch, and he's like, Mom, are we going to run out of oxygen? Because my little studio is so small. I was like, stop hating. All right, fourth grade curriculum. All right, let's start with math. Our favorite, our perennial household favorite. Singapore math, also known as primary mathematics for the newbie homeschoolers around here. Singapore math, we use the textbook, the workbook, the challenging word problems, which I have around here somewhere, but y'all saw the mess, so I don't know where it is. We use the challenging word problems and the test, and that works so well for us. I've used it with my oldest one for like 6 or 7 years. So primary mathematics. Also, if you saw it in the thumbnail, here we go. Beast Academy. Wonderful, wonderful comic book on math. And if you're not familiar with Beast Academy, it is a higher level thinking math book, very challenging, I should say. And so they recommend that you work a grade level below. And there are 4 books in the series, A, B, C, and D. We're in the last one. That's why I only have the 3D right here with me. So that was a hit for us. Beast Academy and Singapore math, AKA primary mathematics, hits. Actually, everything for math, just know, is a hit for us. And then also another perennial homeschool favorite, Life of Fred. But this one, fractions. Because I knew going into fractions with this child, we were going to spend like 2 or 3 months on fractions. I did not care. I was like, you're going to master this before we go on to any other kind of math. But anytime you can teach your child several different ways of learning, whether it's through song, dance, a movie, a video, a story, then that's a win. So Life of Fred, Beast Academy, and Singapore math, AKA primary mathematics. All right, writing. Now this puppy here, Writing and Rhetoric by Classical Academic Press. Now I've known about this program for like 5 years. And a lot of the homeschoolers, when they're looking for writing, it's always IEW, Institute for Excellence in Writing, Brave Writer, and Writing and Rhetoric is always up there, although different kinds of writing. IEW is totally different from Brave Writer, but we love this. This really worked for us. And this is book 1, Fables. And I just got to tell you, I loved it. My son loved it. He didn't love it at first. It took some getting used to because each chapter started with a story. So he was like, why are we reading? So it starts with a fable, and then you kind of break it down, analyze it, and, get your writing on. So this is a big hit in our house. First time using it, I love it. Also, I use a lot of TPT, also known as teacherspayteachers.com. I use a lot of TPT resources, and one of my favorites that I've used for years is Paragraph of the Week and Paragraph of the Month. And I will be having reviews on both of those writing sources. So just know, for writing, big hits, Writing and Rhetoric by Classical Academic Press. And then, oh, one more, I forgot. How could I forget? If y'all know, well, some of y'all don't know me, but if y'all know me, you know I'm going to pull out Evermore. Because Evermore is that girlfriend that she's plain looking, you know, nothing ordinary, nothing extraordinary about her, just regular, but she's solid, she's there, and you don't want to mess around with her until you're like 30 or 40 and you've been messing around with all the hot girls, and now you just want a girl who can cook, who can clean, who can take care of you when you're sick. This is Evermore. She is the boring, regular girl next door, but she is a writer. Now, Evermore is not boring, though. I have to say, my kids, they love this. And what I like about Evermore is that it teaches a lot of independence. So for all you moms that have, you know, the littles, or, you know, maybe a child with special needs, or you have a lot going on in your house, or you work, this is a great way to start them onto the road of independence. You know, everything's predictable, but still fun, which is what I like. And they can like be able to be accountable for their own work. So daily 6 traits of writing. And I also use this for writing. I don't have, well, I have a couple of books but they're teacher manuals. It's not like a book that the kids use, but I do teach the 6 traits of writing. And I like to use this to kind of stay on top of it. But I use a lot of other different things for the 6 traits, which is a writing supplement. So that's worked out very well for us. All right, that's math, that's writing. Let's get to reading, shall we? Now for reading, child, you don't need no reading curriculum at 4th grade. Unless your child is still, you know, grasping reading. Now remember, this is 4th grade, so some kids, you know, maybe they didn't really get what they needed out of 3rd grade. You know, that's the time when you're not just learning to read, you're reading to learn. So for those children who are still, or maybe your child's an unschooler and they wanted to read on their own timetable, which is fine. So maybe if they're still at that level, you want to have a reading program for them. But if your child's reading fluently, then what we do, we just read classics, living books, and then high interest stories of my son's choosing. And then from there, I do novel unit studies for the high interest story books. And I don't have any of the novel unit studies for my 4th grader, but to give you an example of what that looks like, I got my 2nd graders. If I can find it. It is a hot mess in here, and it's hot on top of that. All right, guys, I might have to come back to that. Okay, see 2B stuff. Can y'all see a spiral bound packet? Oh, here we go. So I go to TPT, Teachers Pay Teachers, and I print out whatever book he's into. I print it out, and it's just a novel study or novel unit study, and it's reading comprehension, Venn diagrams, character analysis, character comparisons, you know, the whole drill. And so I print those out. I have a trusty bookbinder. I print it out, bind it, good to go. So, but this is for my 2nd grader. So for reading, it's daily reading comprehension to sharpen those skills, to build those skills, books that are classics, living books, and high interest story books, coupled with novel unit studies. All right, so that's math, writing, and reading. What else? What else? Oh, grammar. Okay. Grammar, I use 2 things. Of course, you know what I'm going to pull out. Evermore. But I have this is my first miss, but not Evermore, for grammar. All right. I don't think I need this. So this was the miss. Well-ordered language. This is by Classical Academic Press, but honey, it was like pulling teeth to get my child to open the book, let alone write. I would pull this out. Well, he would pull it out of his work box, and then he would like just put it somewhere else, like he couldn't find it. He was not feeling this. The problem was it was very repetitive. And I mean, even I was like, how many times are we going to do the same thing in the same way for the 7th time? So it got very monotonous very quickly. That's just one page. So I know a lot of people rave about it, but for us, we were doing declarative, interrogative, explanatory, exclamation, and what's the other one? For like 3 chapters or something. And I know, you want spiral review for some things, but it was so much that it was, declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. And it went on forever. Forever. It went on. So that was a miss for us. And we only did like 6 weeks out of it. So I'll probably just give this to a mom, gift it to her. So for grammar, we did not use that. We went to Michael Clay Thompson, which is what my older son uses. Practice Island. This is the practice. I'm trying to find the actual learning, the text. Oh, guys, bear with me, please. Bear with me. I don't see it. Where you at? All right, well, this is what is Grammar Island and Practice Island. And I really wanted to show you that book, but I'm doing a review on all this curriculum. So there you go. But it's by Michael Clay Thompson. And you do a lot of sentence diagramming. And my son was in the beginning, like I would show you some of the stuff, but like on like every other page for the first 20 pages, he was drawing unhappy faces saying, please help me, somebody help me, or why is this my life? I mean, he was like writing all these crazy messages to me. But then once he got used to it, he was fine with it. But Michael Clay Thompson, Grammar Island and Practice Island. Hopefully I'll find the Grammar Island in a minute. So that's grammar. And then, Evermore. See, I like this because one of my sons, he has classes outside the house. And sometimes I stay there and the kids are with me. And so I'll have them do a couple of pages. And it's just good just to keep their skills sharp and steady. So that's for grammar. For spelling, I have like 6 different spelling programs in my house. But I always come back to Evermore. Look, Evermore, y'all need to contact me because as much as I talk about y'all's books, look. So Evermore spelling, and let me just tell you, it's predictability, but it's not really boring. It's not boring, at least not for my 2 younger sons. But it's predictable. My sons always like to write with erasable colored pens. So they like to do that. But it's not boring. It gets, they can do this independently. Why are we done it with 10? Yeah. So I love it. I love it. So we will, we're not done with this because we were trying other things okay, this is my 2nd miss. All about spelling. And we've had lots of great success with this program, all about spelling. I have all the levels, but we just had a lot going on in the house, a lot of things in and out, remodeling, things like that. And I needed something grab and go, and just pulling out my 4x4 or 4x6 magnetic board. And, y'all know what all about spelling is like. You got your cards, all of your cards, and then all of your tiles. I love this program. It's hands-on, it's visual, everything you could want. But it was just a little too much for me to do consistently. And that was the thing. I was not consistent with it. So I moved us over to Evermore spelling. And that is where we stayed. So we'll pick up all about spelling next year. It's a good program. It's a solid program. But at that moment in time, it wasn't working for us. So miss, I hate saying miss. How about neutral with the asterisk? use when you don't have a lot of crap going on in your life. So that was spelling. And then we just went to Evermore and knocked it out. So we'll finish this summer. What do we got? History. All right. Now, I always have mixed emotions about this. Everybody, so many homeschoolers swear by this. History of the World. This is volume 2, the Middle Ages. And we are studying the Middle Ages, my middle child. We just went to the Renaissance Fair a couple of weeks ago. So that tied in nicely. But Susan Wise Bauer's lens of the world is probably like 22 millimeters. And then my lens of the world is like 50 millimeters. So very different pictures, very different look. So I like it for the activities. Now, she's on point with the activities in this book. These are good. This is really good. This is a definite hit. The book here, and you are able to get the audio. I don't have the audio with me right now, but it looks like that, except it's blue. So the Middle Ages, you know, you think it was just stuff going on in Europe, and she touches on other parts of the world, but only for like a chapter. Like, when the Moors came into Europe, they were there for 700 years, but they only have, I'm going into a book review, right? I mean, a curriculum review. I said I wasn't going to do that, but they're chapter 12, just I think 4 or 5 pages. Like, wow, the Moors came in and civilized you guys. You were dying, you had the plague, you didn't know how to bathe, you didn't have any hygiene. But, the Moors getting no love. So I had to bring in my own history books. And if you see over here, I'm not going to show you all my books because I got some controversial stuff over here. But I keep all my history books over here that I pull out. And really, it's just telling stories to my son and watching videos. Like there's like the Moors in Spain, or when the Moors ruled Spain and things like that. Well, not that one. That's a little bit more advanced. But just plugging in the gaps in the story of the world. So that's what we use for history. What else? All right. So geography. Evermore. There's nothing else to say. Now I do have another one that is called Maps and Geography, and I think that is by I forget. Maps and Geography. I don't know where it is, but yeah, it's okay. It's kind of like a rip off of Evermore. I found it redundant, so we didn't use it as much. The kids use Stack the States, Stack the Countries. We have maps everywhere. We do a lot of map work. Their map skills are very on point, and just a lot of reading. We do Eat Your Way Around the World. Oh, we love that. You hit different countries and you read about that country, the language, the music, the culture, everything, and then you eat food from that area. So I have a couple of books that are downstairs. They're not the spine per se, but one is like Children Like Me, Hungry Planet, and something else, which gives a story. It paints a story of how people live around the world. So I think that's very great. And that kind of goes into history, but it ties in definitely with geography. All right, so that is geography. And then science. Now we have science classes that we go to, we outsource, but for what we do in the house. So what I do for science, I know they have their classes, but I also love science. And so I know I have a couple of topics that I want to cover that year, basically, your physical science, biology, chemistry, and physics. And, I'll do unit studies for each one. So like for biology, we did the human body. For earth science, we did weather, and I thought my computer battery was low. So whatever I just said. So we do a lot of science. My miss, this is probably my third miss, is Miss Frizzle. Oh my gosh, the Magic School Bus. We love the Magic School Bus. We watch all the shows. We have the books. We have the chapter books, and we have the other size version of books. But if you do the subscription service, it's empty. If you do the monthly subscription service, it is a waste of money. First of all, the experiments are cheap. You could go to the dollar store and put together something that was better than this. So don't waste your money on this. We did 3 of them, and then I was like, stop, this is not good. This one was on magnets. So Miss for science is the Magic School Bus. It's called the Young Scientist Club. The Young Scientist Club. That's what it's called. Don't do it. Now this one was a big hit, and this is Ancient Science by Jim Wise. This is Susan Wise Bowers. I'm thinking it's her husband. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not. My bad. That's not her husband. So this one is really fun. So they'll go over, different ancient parts of the world and do experiments that kind of mimic what was going on in that part of the world. So this one is really fun. So you get to mix in history, geography, science, and if you want to bring in all, your subjects, your whole, what do they call it? Your whole, just forgot. What do you call it when you're teaching multiple subjects at the same time? The name is escaping me, but it's that. So, all you need to do is like do some writing about what you did and, or about something interesting in here. The sky's the limit. This is really great. So for science, this is it. And then we have a lot of science experiment books. I just pulled this one out because the pictures, well, it's kind of cartoony or cartoonish, and my kids like that. But I have better experiment books, but they like that. You just got to make sure that you what am I going to say? Anyway, this was one favorite that we used. So I think I covered all the major topics. The 3 misses to date are the Magic School Bus, the Young Scientist Club, the Well-Ordered Language by Classical Academic Press. That's a miss. And what was the other miss, guys? Let me see. I think I did All About Spelling, but that was kind of neutral. It's a good program. It just didn't fit for our circumstances at the time. And then finally, handwriting. So we do cursive. Yes, I still have my son Trace's name sometimes because he writes so fast. I have to slow him down sometimes. So cursive success. And this is fine. Handwriting without tears. Tried and true. So that is it for 4th grade. And I gave you my hits. I gave you my misses. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below because I do read the comments. If you want to know more, well, okay, first of all, I have a slew of reviews coming, and I'll probably just do lives just so I don't have to worry about editing or anything, so I can just get it out, because I know now, especially, people are starting to look at, make decisions about what they want to use for the coming year. So I will have a review on each of these subjects, the curriculum that I pulled out. Also, leave a comment below if you want more information. If there's something that I didn't show that you've heard about, I probably have on my bookshelf downstairs. So leave that down there. Hey, you didn't cover this, but what do you think about this program? And just let me know. And if I don't know, I definitely have a slew of other moms who have used it and can give me the information to relay back to you. But yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to get out of here. It's almost 25 minutes in. And I will see you guys on the next year. Guys, please do me a huge favor. Smash that notification, that subscribe. I'm sorry, what is it? The red subscribe button and the bell next to it. The bell is like magic. It tells you when I upload stuff or when I'm live. That way you can be in on it. Come on, I'm trying to tell y'all. So do that for me. I would appreciate that so much. And I think that's it. So thank you for hanging out with me. I'll probably go live again for 6th grade because I just got cut off with my battery, and I'm like done with using my camera today. So I just got a new Canon M50 and I'm still working things out. But you see, I'm trying to change it up, guys. I got my little backdrop, but I have a different, well, with my camera, you couldn't see all this because the backdrop, was too short. It's not wide enough. It's too narrow. So with my laptop, it shows everything. So I can move over like this. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you on the next share. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And leave a comment below if you have any questions. I do read those comments. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great Monday. Bye.